Oh my goodness, what just happened? The New York Giants pulled off an absolutely unbelievable win over the Philadelphia Eagles, and I'm still buzzing. Seriously, who saw this coming? Going into the game, everyone was waving the Eagles flag, right? But the Giants? Oh man, they just turned the preseason predictions upside down. Their offense? Crazy efficient. They nailed 11 out of 16 on third downs. Unbelievable, right? And let's talk about Jaxson Dart's sensational play, passing and rushing touchdowns. What a versatile star. Defensively, Cor'Dale Flott and Brian Burns were insane, stifling the Eagles' attack with outrageous pressure all game long. It was like they had an answer for everything the Eagles threw at them. This game was mind-blowing. Guys, if you want more post-match breakdowns like this, you've got to hit that subscribe button and join the conversation. Stay tuned. All right, now shifting gears a little, let's dive into Jaxson Dart's incredible performance and really unpack why he was such a game changer against the Eagles. I mean, the guy was on fire. Honestly, where do you even start? Here's the thing. His passing was spot on, completing 17 out of 25 attempts and racking up a tidy 194 yards. Now that's something to talk about. It was like watching an artist at work. Precision, timing, accuracy, you name it. But then, the craziest part, his dual threat capability kicked in. 13 carries on the ground, including a rushing touchdown. And boom, suddenly he flips the whole script. How many quarterbacks can turn a negative situation around like that? Exactly, not many. You could see the Eagles' defense scrambling, right? Now, let's not forget his longest rush. 20 freaking yards. Imagine having that kind of dynamism to exploit defensive gaps. His athleticism was ridiculous and opened up opportunities all over the field. It wasn't just his stats, though. It was his composure, his ability to handle pressure like a seasoned pro. He limited the damage from sacks, minimized yard losses. Seriously impressive. All these point to a player who's rapidly becoming a cornerstone for the Giants. And let's keep our eyes on how he turns the tide in future matches. Right, swinging over to the Giants' tactical masterpiece. And let me tell you, their game plan execution was nothing short of brilliant. The Giants have this knack for making the most out of their ground game. And boy, did they deliver here, racking up 172 rushing yards. That's impressive in itself, but when you dig deeper into Cameron Scatterbo's 3 rushing touchdowns, well, that's where it gets downright cerebral. We've got to talk about how their formations just threw the Eagles off balance. I mean, it's like they anticipated the Eagles' every move, deploying blocking schemes that opened up massive lanes for Scatterbo to exploit. They turned what could have been a typical run into strategic masterstrokes. And defensively, folks, it was a clinic on disrupting an offense. The Giants didn't just pressure Jalen Hurts, they manhandled the Eagles' O-line, sacking him thrice. They looked dialed in on every blitz, every coverage. Cor'Dale Flott snagging that interception. Huge moment that shifted the game's momentum for good. Collectively, these tactics highlight a team that's starting to find its groove and maybe, just maybe, setting themselves up for bigger battles ahead. Right, so let's pivot to the Eagles and their struggles with turnovers because, man, did those mishaps paint a pretty bleak picture or what? Jalen Hurts had his moments, sure, with his passing touchdown and flashes of promise, but let's be honest, that critical interception was a backbreaker. It just felt like all the momentum they had built went out the window at that moment. I mean, seriously, those turnovers handed the Giants not just opportunities, but handed them command of the narrative. A role reversal nobody really saw coming. And then there was the fumble, the kind that makes you shake your head. You know what I mean? It underscored how the Eagles were just fighting an uphill battle all game long. They're usually better than this, especially converting just 1 out of 9 third downs, which, to be fair, almost unravels their identity, right? It was an all-around chaotic outing against a Giants defense that seemed to have all the answers, which is saying something. The key now? Address these missteps quickly, or find themselves slipping further in the NFC East. So let's dive into how this match shakes up the NFC East, because it really does make things interesting, right? The Eagles, who have been basically cruising at the top, are suddenly forced to take a hard look in the mirror. They're going to need to sort out their defensive woes and their offensive hiccups, especially after being held to a meager 73 rushing yards. I mean, in a division as tight as this, you can't afford to play catch-up, can you? On the flip side, the Giants are absolutely buzzing. Their third down efficiency alone tells you they're onto something, doesn't it? With Saquon Barkley keeping defenses on their toes, you start to think, could the Giants be legit contenders now? They've not only closed the gap in the standings, but have also sent a clear message. If Jaxson Dart keeps performing, this could be a massive turnaround season. So what do you guys think? Are the Giants poised for a playoff push? Or is this a one-off? Do the Eagles have what it takes to rebound? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get this conversation going.